Hey guys, I'm Olivia. Today I want to talk about the bushfire have destroyed the ecological environment and hinder the sustainability of Australia. What is the impact on individuals and Australia? Bushfires are part of natural cycle and the most destructive fire in Australian history have usually been caused by extreme heat, low humidity, and strong winds. Factors that create ideal conditions for repeat fire groups. In June 2019, a serious bushfire broke out in Australia. It was the most catastrophic bushfire the country had never experienced in its history. A large amount of land was burned. Some houses was also destroyed by the fire, and even some residents lost their lives as a result. The aftermath of the fire will lead to further damages to already fragile ecosystem, and the destruction of the environment will hinder Australia's sustainability. What is sustainability? Sustainability is a process or state of being that can be maintained over time. The Brand Commission published this report in 1987 entitled Our Common Future and defined sustainability as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Environment, economy, and society are also commonly described as the three dimensions or pillars of sustainability. Many scholars and publications point to the environment as the most important dimension or pillar. Therefore, sustainability in our everyday use is often focused on responding to major environmental issues. To better understand the environmental problems caused by 2019 to 2020 bushfire and the impact on Australia's ecological environment, we can think about this question from a structural functionalism perspective. August Kahn and Herbert Spencer present the basic principle of structural functionalism that society and biological organisms are similar in many ways. And we can also understand that ecological environments are similar to organisms in many ways. Ecosystems like living organisms have structure. For example, animal. An animal is made up of cells, tissues, and organs. Similarly, an ecological environment is made up of water, land, climate resource, among many other complex factors. The bushfire of 2019 resulted in over 30 million hectares of vegetation being burned, including large areas of forest. After the fire, the land which lacked vegetation protection became extremely vulnerable, with rainwater carrying bare soil and ash into the river, which adds a large amount of sediment to the river and pollute water resource. And the smoke and higher level of pollutants from the burning have caused the air pollution index to rise sharply in some Australian cities. Burn-up land, water, and air pollution are like disease organs of Australian ecosystem, threatening its stability. The bushfire have had a serious impact on Australia's environment and have meant that the most important environmental pillars to Australia's sustainability has been compromised. This is undoubtedly a detriment and an impediment to Australia's sustainability. It also affects the use of resources by future generations. For example, it is estimated that over 12 million hectares of forest and agricultural areas in southeastern Australia have been destroyed by fire here. However, it is simply not possible to recreate a forest in a short period of time, and it would take decades to fully restore a burnt forest. This will not only affect the use of timber resource by Australia now, but even undermine the use of the resource by industries such as timber and pulp in Australia in the future. This is also one of the ways in which the bushfire have affected individuals and Australia. But the impact of the bushfire on individuals and Australia are much more than that. A large number of plants and animals died in the bushfire, which could result in a massive loss of the biodiversity in Australia. Meanwhile, the burning of the large area of forest also means that many animals have lost their habitat and threaten the stability of Australia's ecosystem. Increased sediment concentration in rivers are not only polluting Australia's water resource, but also threatening the water security of Australian people. Similarly, smoke and many pollutants from burning not only pollute the air in the city, but also increase the risk of the respiratory disease for citizens. The 2019 to 2020 bushfires have caused Australia to think afresh about the serious impact of environmental issues and the importance of sustainability for society and individuals. Australia cannot afford to look at the environmental issue indifferently. Awareness of the present dilemmas, which is beneficial to Australia's sustainability and to future social and personal use of resources. And that is all about my presentation. Thank you for your listening.